breakfast time. Go.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Royal Sussex Squad family, where we ride for truth, compassion, and a fair narrative for Harry and Meghan. If you're tired of the relentless smear campaigns, the mockery, the dog whistles, and the pure pettiness flung at the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, then you are absolutely in the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and if you love what we do here, show your support through super thanks. It helps keep the truth alive and the Sussex Squad strong. Now let's get into it, because the media's latest so-called humiliation for Meghan Markle is nothing more than a desperate grasp at straws, and we're not having it. So here we are again. Meghan Markle dares to exist, dares to create, dares to brand a jar of jam, and the UK tabloid machine goes into absolute overdrive. The story this week? A clothing brand in New York called As Ever has suddenly become the David to Meghan's supposed Goliath, playing the innocent victim while selling $45 t-shirts mocking the Duchess's jam. Yes, you heard that right. A whole grown man is selling jam-themed merch, with what looks like a backhanded jab at Meghan Markle, a woman just trying to run her lifestyle brand and live her life. But let's back up a little, because the truth here tells a very different story than the headlines screaming fresh humiliation. The real embarrassment? That belongs to the media and the petty players looking for their 15 minutes by latching on to Meghan's name. Earlier this year, Meghan launched her lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, and initially included the phrase, As Ever. It was simple, elegant, a nod to a timeless sign-off. But because the name was already in use by a small clothing brand out of New York, the Duchess chose to quietly rename and rebrand. There was no lawsuit, no controversy, no tantrum, no scandal, just a responsible and respectful pivot by a woman who understands business and branding. But apparently that wasn't enough, because now the founder of this clothing company, Mark Kolsky, has decided to lean into the attention, not with grace or professionalism, but with passive-aggressive t-shirts and social media posts dripping with shade. Let's be real, this isn't about protecting a brand, it's about riding the Meghan Markle media wave and making a profit from the controversy. One moment it's "we are not affiliated," and the next it's "buy our As Ever Jams tee, wink wink." Come on, if you're going to be shady, at least be honest about it. But the media, oh, they ate it up like it was the Last Supper. Meghan suffers fresh humiliation, they said. Humiliation? Where? For whom? Because from where we're sitting, Meghan is in Montecito, thriving, creating, making her jam, sending it to her A-list friends and building a brand with a personal touch, something deeply intentional and rooted in quality. That is not humiliation, that is power, that is elegance, that is resilience in the face of a media hell-bent on tearing her down at every turn. Meanwhile, these folks are trying to convince the world that a $45 novelty t-shirt is some kind of moral victory. It's laughable. But let's talk about the broader issue here, squad, because this is part of a pattern. A calculated effort to frame Meghan as a fool, a failure, or a fraud, no matter what she does. And the people doing it? They're not interested in the truth. They're invested in the narrative of the uppity American actress who dared to join the British royal family and refused to stay silent or submissive. Let's be clear. If Meghan had dug her heels in and tried to fight the As Ever name in court, she would have been called aggressive, entitled, and bullying a small business. Instead, she did the dignified thing. She stepped back, rebranded, and kept it moving. And now, even that is being weaponized against her. The audacity of these people. And while we're on it, let's not ignore how Meghan's critics constantly try to portray her as out of touch for daring to fly private, while also caring about the planet, or for daring to sell premium jam. These talking heads, like GB News host Patrick Christys, never stop foaming at the mouth to take a jab. But what they conveniently forget is that Meghan is no different from any other high-profile philanthropist or entrepreneur who travels, promotes their brand, and yes, uses private jets when security and logistics demand it. Where is that energy for the billionaires flying private just to go shopping? Or the royals who took 216 private jets in 1 year and got a standing ovation at COP26 for saying the word climate? The hypocrisy is deafening, and we see right through it. Let's get back to Meghan. This woman has survived a global smear campaign, death threats, bullying from her own family, racism, and an institution that tried to erase her voice. Yet here she is creating joy through simple things: jam, cookies, handmade goods, and personal touches that bring warmth into people's homes. She didn't slap her name on some overpriced perfume or fast fashion line. She crafted something meaningful, and the fact that these people are still trying to mock her for it just shows how powerful her presence really is. They can't stand that she's not broken. They can't stand that she's still smiling, still creating, still being loved and supported by people who matter. They can't stand that we still stand with her. And let's not forget Prince Harry in all of this. A husband who has consistently stood by his wife's side through hell and high water. While the tabloids fumble for dirt, Harry and Meghan are building something with heart and soul, and that's what truly threatens their critics. It's not the jam, it's not the name, it's the fact that despite everything, the Sussexes are still here, still relevant, still winning. So let them sell their shady t-shirts. Let them play victim while mocking the very woman they claim to be defending their brand from. We know the truth. And truth doesn't need to scream, it just stands. If you've had enough of the spin, the lies, the mockery, and the games, hit that subscribe button. This is Royal Sussex Squad, and we're here to uplift truth, kindness, and the right to live your life freely and fully, just like Harry and Meghan are doing. Meghan Markle suffers fresh humiliation, as Duchess mocked by original as-ever brand. Mark Kolsky, its founder, vowed to continue as ever, amid what he referred to as recent events around our namesake brand. Earlier this year, the Duchess of Sussex was embroiled in a brand name row. Meghan Markle has suffered fresh humiliation, as the Duchess of Sussex has been mocked by the original as-ever brand. Earlier this year, the Duchess of Sussex was embroiled in a row over her new lifestyle brand name, As Ever, as a New York City-based clothing company already had the same title. Her founder of the family clothing business posted on social media with a statement following the Duchess's rebrand announcement. Meghan Markle suffers fresh humiliation as Duchess mocked by original as ever brand PA Madwell. He confirmed the clothing company, which he started in 2015, was not affiliated with the Duchess's relaunch of her lifestyle business, American Riviera Orchard, ARO, which she founded last year but was forced to rename following a copyright issue. Acknowledging the outpouring of concern he has received since the Duchess's brand was announced, he said, "I want to say thank you to all the old friends who know and love our small family brand As Ever, and also say hi to all those that have just become aware we exist. In the last 36 hours there has been an outpouring of support and concern regarding recent events around our namesake brand. We are aware, we are not affiliated. Mark Kolsky has begun selling an As Ever Jams t-shirt for £34. As Ever NYC Meghan Markle has suffered fresh humiliation as the Duchess of Sussex has been mocked by the original As Ever brand. Earlier this year, the Duchess of Sussex was embroiled in a row over her new lifestyle brand name, As Ever, as a New York City-based clothing company already had the same title. The founder of the family clothing business posted on social media with a statement following the Duchess's rebrand announcement. Mark Kolsky, its founder, vowed to continue as ever, amid what he referred to as recent events around our namesake brand. Meghan Markle and Mark Kolsky. Meghan Markle suffers fresh humiliation as Duchess mocked by original As Ever brand PA Madewell. He confirmed the clothing company, which he started in 2015, was not affiliated with the Duchess's relaunch of her lifestyle business American Riviera Orchard, ARO, which she founded last year but was forced to rename following a copyright issue. Acknowledging the outpouring of concern he has received since the Duchess's brand was announced, he said, "I want to say thank you to all the old friends who know and love our small family brand As Ever, and also say hi to all those that have just become aware we exist." In the last 36 hours there has been an outpouring of support and concern regarding recent events around our namesake brand. We are aware, we are not affiliated. As Ever Jams Mark Kolsky has begun selling an As Ever Jams t-shirt for £34. As Ever NYC don't miss Robert Jenrick membership. Robert Jenrick launches blistering attack on Sharia courts and jails as he backs key prison reform. Julie Goodyear. Julie Goodyear finally sells £1.3 million mansion after slashing £200K off price amid dementia battle. The man outside the Tesco police appeal for help in hunt of Tesco shoplifter that stole toothbrush heads and razors. 2 months later, Kolsky has begun selling an As Ever Jams tea for $45, £34, which many have assumed is intended to mock Meghan's raspberry spread, which she is selling under her lifestyle brand, As Ever. Raspberry spread is just one of many products being sold by the Duchess of Sussex, alongside crepe mix, shortbread mix, and flour sprinkles. Despite the reference to jam, Kolsky has appeared to dodge any comparisons with Meghan, as the t-shirt's description says, a nod to our A's Ever Jam series on Spotify, the bootleg concert tee, limited edition, silk screen printed with algae ink. The prices on Meghan Markle's As Ever website were finally revealed earlier this year, as Ever Meghan announced that, with love, Meghan will return for a second series later this year. Netflix, tube construction, no side seam, ring spun 100% US cotton, all cotton thread. The Duchess of Sussex founded her lifestyle venture last year by distributing 50 jars of branded jam to her celebrity friends, including Kris Jenner and Chrissy Teigen. The Duchess confirmed she would again be selling fruit preserves as part of her new brand, joking, "I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam." And if you appreciate the realness and want to help this channel continue to grow, show your support with a super thanks below. Every single one of you keeps this movement going, and we are just getting started. With love, from all of us at Royal Sussex Squad, as ever and always.